Good day, guys. Welcome to the channel. It is another weekend for our weekly analysis where we talk about what we expect of the market the previous week and what actually comes to fruition. Today's date is the 6th of the month of July 2025, while the analysis for today will be what I'll be using for the market from the 7th till the 11th of July 2025. I don't intend making this video to be lengthy, so we need to dive into today's business ASAP. As of last week on dollar index, which is our baseline, I was interested in the level 96,532. The level 96,532 had been visited. 96,532. I said I'm interested in the level 93,532 as long as 97,500 remains a resistance to the price. So how will I be watching it the coming week? So the level 96,532, if it serves as a support to the price, then we should be able to see a movement into 97,600 or a movement into this little volume imbalance here. Is even an actual gap. So it's a good volume imbalance and also a liquidity void. So we'll be watching how the market price will gravitate into this as long as 96,532 remains a support to the price. But if 96,532 becomes a resistance to the price, then we should be able to see the movement into 95,500. So the lowest hanging fruit for the coming week will be the same level 97,500 and 97,600. As long as 96,532 remain a support to the price, but if it happens to become a resistance, if the level 96.532 becomes a resistance, then we should be able to see the movement into 95 big figure and 95,500. So that is how I'll be watching the dollar index the coming week. Then let's go to our cable, which is GBP USD. GBP USD last week I was interested in the level 1.3800. Yes, 1.3800 was what I was watching. 1.3800. So the level 1.3800 was short of some movement because the eye of this candle comes in at 1.37887. So it was just short of some movement, few movements into the 138 level. So the coming week I'll be interested in the level 1.3800 again, as long as the market price stays above 1.3400. So as long as 1.3400 remains a support to the price, I'm watching 1.3800 on cable. So on Fiber Euro USD, and Fiber Euro USD last week I was interested in the 1.18,000 level and 1.19,000 level if we could see such movements. So the level 1.18 was taken. The level 1.18,000 was taken, was delivered beautifully. Who is this? The level 1.18,000 was delivered beautifully. Then we are watching for the level 1.19,000. So on Euro USD, I'll be watching the level 1.19,000 and 1.19,000. That is 1.19000 and 1.19 big figure. So, and that is as long as the market price remains above 1.16,000. As long as 1.16,000 remains a support to the price, then I'll be watching 1.19 thousand on fiber. So we should go to our S&P 500. S&P 500 last week, I was interested in the level 6127.80 to remain a support to the price. That will take us into 6200 and above. 6200, I think 6200, 62, 6200, 6250. That's 6200 and 6250. As long as the level 6127.80 remain the support to the price. So what do we have for last week? The level was taken, 6200 was delivered, and we had a movement towards into and taking the level 6250. So 6200 was taken, 6250 was taken. So the next level I'll be watching on the S&P 500, the lowest hanging fruit will be 63 level. So 6300 will be what I'll be watching the coming week, as long as the market price still stays above 6127.80. So 6127.80 is my decision point, being a support to the price that will take us into 6300 and above. Then we should go to the Dow US 30. US 30 as of last week, I was interested in market price delivering around 44,500 and 45,000. Yes, 44,500 and 45,000. 44,500 was traded into. 44,500 was traded into, but we are yet to see 45,000. 45,000 was short of some movement because the high of that candle comes in at 48 points, 44,000, sorry, 44,882.30. So 45,000 was short of some movement. So the coming week, the lowest hanging fruit is 45,000. Stop it if you can. 45,000, the lowest hanging fruit. What I'll be watching will be 45,000 and above. So we go into the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq level last week, I was interested in 22,500 remaining a support to the price that will take us into 23,000. That will take us into 23,000. So 23,000 is on its way because the high of this candle comes in at 22,900.80. Is that a coincidence? No. So as long as the market price stays above 22,500, as long as it stays above 22,500, 22,500 should remain a support to the price. So as long as it remains above 22,500, then 23 and above is what I'm looking for. 23,000, 23 big figure and above is what I'll be watching. Then we should go to our gold. Gold last week. On gold last week, I was interested in the level 3200. The level 3200. The level 3200 is my decision point actually, because I mentioned that I'm watching how this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, how is how is it gonna act? Is it gonna act as a support to the price that will send us back, or it will serve as a resistance to the price? So as you can see, it's still serving its purpose of being bullish. So as long as the market price stays above the consequence encroachment of that BC, I have no reason of going downwards. So the coming week, the decision will remain the same thing. Is the level gonna hold, or is it gonna break? So that is what I'm watching on what? On gold. Is the level, the consequence encroachment of this BC here, is it gonna hold or it's gonna break? So the coming week, I'm still bullish. Personally, I'm still bullish. The only thing that will make me bearish is when I see a movement below this consequence encroachment. Then I'll be watching. When I see a movement below that, then I'll be watching the sell side here and the sell side here. But as long as this level still controls the price, I'm watching here. So the lowest hanging fruit I will be watching for the coming week will be like 3400. I want a round figure, 3400. Movement towards 3400. As long as the consequence encroachment of that BC remains unviolated. So now to the last but not the least, which is the BTC. The BTC level, the BTC last week, I was interested in the market price finding its way into 108,000. And if the level 108,000 should serve as a resistance to the price at any point in time, I should be able to see a downward movement. But if the level 108 does not hold the price, I said I will be interested in the level 110, 110,000. So as of last week, 110,000 has been traded into. We've seen the market price of the BTC traded into the level 110,000. So if 110,000 level is being sustainable, we should be able to see 115,000. But if the level 110,000 is not sustainable, if the market price finds its way below 108,000, if the level 108,000 violates again, then it should find its way back into this yellow box here. So the level still remains the same. So what I'm still watching still remains the same thing. If the level 110,000 trades and goes above it, then I should be able to see 115,000. But if that level is not sustainable and it could not serve as a support to the price, as long as the market price remain below 110,000, as in 110,000 remains a resistance to the price, then we should be able to see 108 again, and we should be able to see movement into 104, 104, 103. So if the level 110 is sustainable, we should be able to see 115,000. But if it gives way and 108 was traded into and below, then we should be able to see 104,000. So at this junction, I'll be calling it a day. I will be calling it a day. I said I don't want it to be lengthy. So thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for coming this far with us. We really love and appreciate you guys. A quick disclaimer before I leave. I am never, I have not for once been a financial advisor. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything in this video is for educational purpose and educational purpose alone. The fact that I put my own money behind it doesn't mean you should do the same thing. Trading the forex market comes with a lot of risk. Unlike what the social media portrays, that the forex market is a get rich quick scheme, is a lie, big lie. The forex market is a must get rich scheme if you keep on grinding and you keep on sharpening your blade. Get the necessary knowledge, the money will come itself. So you don't need to pursue the money will start pursuing you when you have the necessary knowledge. So thank you once again. I remain my humble self. Thank you for being a part of the family. We really love and appreciate you once again. That will be all for this week. Bye for now. Trade responsibly and be safe.